Ladies and gentlemen, we are tuned in to the Rico Report.
I really don't know what to tell you.
That game was insane. Welcome to the Big Squad.
Shout out to the Big Squad.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to the Big Squad.
welcome on a very special evening to the Rico Report. We are here. He is our team. This is the Buffalo Fanatics. Bing, 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 bing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy Rico back at it again. Welcome to the Rico Report, brought to you by the Buffalo Fanatics. Let me get my banners up. What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. We got ourselves a banger of a show today, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We got a show tonight because too much has gone on this past weekend, where we have mixed emotions. There are fans that are not pleased or not impressed, shall I say, with this draft, this recent draft that we just had. And there are people that are super excited. Where do I fall? Where do you guys fall when it comes to excitement? Forget about grade. Forget about, evaluating. All that evaluation stuff is done. We did all that. The mock drafts and all the good, fun stuff that we did. Where do you guys stand when it comes to this draft class that we just recently put together? I'm gonna tell you right now, where I stand right now is, hold on. Where I stand at this point, I got mixed emotions. And I think a lot of us are sitting here with mixed emotions because we didn't go after the sexy picks. We did not, right? First pick, I usually have an idea where the draft is going with our very first pick. And it kind of started last year when we went with Epinesa. I didn't see that coming. I was like, okay, this is going to be interesting. And then we started, going through the draft process, then we brought in, Moss and so on. So it got interesting for me. And then I looked at this year and I see Greg Russo as the first pick. And I was like, very interesting. But we're going to get into that a little later and how we feel about the draft. But I want to kind of go around the league. We are going to go around the league because we don't just evolve just around the Bills. There's things going on outside of the Bills that are quite interesting. So we're gonna hit the noise around the league. What are we hearing? What are we seeing? If you guys know if you guys have heard something that's going on around the leagues that's quite interesting, drop it in the chat right now. Here's the deal. First things first. Tackle. Denver. Juwan James. Right, signed a deal a few years ago with the Denver Broncos. They brought him back, and my guy got hurt. Oh, nothing worse than when you sign yourself a contract, a $10 million contract, and you get hurt. But it should be, as unfortunate as it is, you get hurt on the injured reserve. You get your money, and your year is done. Not so fast. Juwan James fell into some hot water with how he got hurt. Now, a lot of these players, and this is where Bills players have now got to kind of watch out how they do their thing now. So what happened with Juwan James is he was working off-site, right? Off the premises. He's doing his own thing on his own, trying to get ready for the upcoming season. Now, let me break down for you what Juwan's last 3 years have been like. 2019, blew out his knee, only played 3 games. Done. Didn't really get a chance to kind of really display himself. 2020, opts out. COVID's here, not doing it. He opts out, like a lot of other players did. So he got 2 years pretty much of not playing ball. Then he's coming back, getting prepared, getting ready. This year's going to be the year he gets his body right. Dude, unfortunately, tears his Achilles. Tears his Achilles tendon. Problem is, he tore it while training off-site. So the team has every right to say, guess what? That $10 million contract that we signed, or that you signed, and that we offered you, we can pull it where they don't have to pay him a dime. That one hurts. So when you see Josh Allen, Singletary, Stephon Diggs, all those guys working offsite, it makes you wonder, yo, if these guys get hurt, man, yo, they're out of the bag. So they have to wait to train in the facility. But then does it hurt the team when these guys can't get together? Because everything they did gave us the success that we had last year. They all met early in Florida before anything, battling together, getting timing right. And it showed because we had a monster year. Now, one must wonder, do you not do that? Do you wait till you get to the facility and camp and go from there? But now you're not in great shape, right? You can't do certain things, all right? Oh, I got to be careful because if I work out and get hurt, they're not going to pay me. Those are the situations you don't want to be in. And unfortunately, Juwan James was put in that position. Yikes. Now they've got a decision to make. They've got a decision to make. What's going on? So just want to touch on that for a little bit because it does affect the Bills in a way. So it makes you think twice, or the players should kind of think twice, or maybe they don't. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So what's going on? So for those that are tuned in for the very first time, this is the Rico Report. This is the Buffalo Fanatics. Welcome everybody. I see y'all. I see what's going on. Someone's saying that I froze in the chat right now. I hope I'm unfrozen and we're rocking again. All right. So here's the deal. Other piece of news. Rumor has it that Zach Ertz could be released. May be released, will be released, who knows? But the rumor has been that they ain't going to retain his ass. They wanted to trade him. The Bills allegedly showed interest, and they said no. Apparently, we were going to offer them a fifth round or sixth round, something of that nature. Never panned out. So now, the rumor has it that he's going to be released, or he's going to be let go, or whatever the case is. Question. Do we sit back and relax and say, golly, we didn't give up a damn thing. Now he can fall in our laps. Hold on. Time out. Guess who else is interested? And guess who else makes a lot of sense? The Colts. Why, you ask? Well, why the hell do the Colts have any interest? Well, guess what? Zach Ertz played with Carson Wentz. Zach Ertz played under, I guess, the head coach, Frank Reich. So there's a connection there. But most importantly, a connection with the quarterback. I got to give a shout out to my guy, Bobby. He says, yo, straighten out your camera, kid. You in the corner. I was trying to be artistic by being on the side, but I guess my artistic, the artist in me is not there. Thank you, Bobby, for raining on my parade. You mother effer. Anyway, we back to it. So the Colts, where we battled with the Colts. We battled with the Colts heavy. It took a bat down at the end of the game for us to seal the victory. They may have the best chance to get Zach Ertz, which totally makes sense. I'm not even hating on that. That could be the move that works for them. It makes sense. So the Bills might not be in the makings or in the runnings for Zach Ertz, but boy, would that be an interesting pick. If he chose the Bills, why would he choose the Bills over the Colts? Josh Allen? He might say, well, Josh Allen, Carson Wentz. Some say these guys are the two of the same quarterbacks. I very much disagree. Then you're like, okay, what else has he got? Well, I mean, these guys were just one game away from the Super Bowl. That gives me something. They got great leadership over there. They got great weapons over there. Man, I could be throwing to Stephon Diggs and Emmanuel Sanders, and I'm going to see, I have those guys next to me. So that should free me up. Free me up for me to kill the game. But I get to go play with my best friend because apparently they're best friends. So we'll see. We'll see. I guess the real question is, do we even need Zach Ertz? That is the question. Do we need Zach Ertz? Wanting him is another. Need. Do we have a need at the tight end position? Did we fill the need? Did we fill the void with Jacob Hollister? Is the void perfectly fine with Tommy Sweeney coming back alongside Dawson Knox going into another year of development? So, quite interesting. One thing to pay attention to is what the hell the Bills were going to offer, because right now we ain't got no money. We're broke. Somebody asked me today, yo, how much money we got? Zero. We are in the negative right now. Until things start kind of materializing and you know what I mean, we start moving and shaking and stuff like that, we are over the cap, according to Spot Rock. Did I get that right? So right now we ain't got no money. So how are we going to be able to do anything? Who knows? So we might not even be in the running. The Colts may have more money. I don't even know how much money the Colts have, but we are not in the running for Zach Ertz. Would it be nice to have and add a piece to the puzzle in Zach Ertz and bring us forward? Absolutely. We ain't got the money. We broke. You feel me? So we're gonna go from there. But in all seriousness, it makes more sense for Zach Ertz to go over and play with a quarterback that he's played with before. Kind of like what Gentry is doing right now, right? He came over and said, yo, I played with this guy. Josh Allen's like, yo, bring my guy Gentry over. Bring my guy Hollister. Those are guys I played with before. It makes sense. You play with guys that you played with before. I got more chemistry with that guy. Let's make it work. Anyway, Zach Ertz, could he be coming to the Bills? Who knows, man? Who knows? It's going to be him picking once they let him go, once the Eagles let him go. I don't know what the heck the Eagles are doing, but it is what it is. Next on it, I was scrolling through Twitter. You know how Twitter is. Twitter is the place where all the know-it-alls hang out. And some good stuff, right? Scrolling through, and I noticed Mike Clay, at Mike Clay, posted the schedule, the strength of schedule. Do you know where the Bills rank in terms of strength of schedule this upcoming year? Do you guys know? Take a guess. Take a guess. What are we? Are we number 15th? Are we in the middle of the pack? Are we at the hardest? Are we the 32nd? We got the hardest schedule? Nah, that felt like last year. Last year was a freaking gauntlet. But we ran through that like a G. 13-3. Dropping bars on you guys, man. But where are we at? Look at that. Dante the GOAT. You know what it is, man. We are third. We have the third easiest schedule for next year based on the teams we'll be facing. Third easiest. Let's run that shit back. Let us run that shit back. Third easiest? And we went against one of the hardest schedules last year. I think we were like the fifth hardest schedule last year. We ran through that shit. And the losses that we took were some tough losses, but ones that we knew that we were in the game. You remember the Cardinals, the Titans, you know what I'm saying? The Chiefs. Yo, those three games, man, honestly, I'm telling you, man, we weren't out of it. I think maybe the one game that Titans just whooped our ass pretty good, but scheduling was a bitch. Remember how they had a schedule that we had a Thursday, Sunday night game, and then we were playing on a Tuesday. It was messed up. I don't remember what day it was. It was a short week. So we were all discombobulated, man, trying to play these guys. Then the Chiefs. The Chiefs, we tried our best, man, but they ran all over us. They pushed us around like little bitches. But we deserved it. We didn't come to play. We got our chance to give them a rematch, though. We still didn't come to play. We got our coach. We got beat down. So we have the third easiest schedule. Do you know who's number 2? I was like, what? Get out of here. Atlanta is number 2. They got the second easiest schedule. And guess who's number 1? The reigning Super Bowl champions, the Tampa Bay Bucks, have the easiest schedule. Are you freaking kidding me? Boy, oh boy, it's going to be fun because we play the Bucks this year. We get to play Tommy Brady. We get to play Patrick Mahomes. Yo, we have some things. We got some paybacks we got to give to these teams. Payback's a bitch. And we're going to give it to them. We will give it to them. So, ladies and gentlemen, around the league, there's a lot of things going on. I wanted to touch on the 3 things that pertain to the Bills. Zach Ertz being out, some in the news. these Bills players, man, these guys working off-site, y'all be careful, man, because you might fuck up the bag. You don't want to mess the bag up, because if you get hurt off-site, they might be able to say, let me pull that, depending on how your contract has been laid out. So it should be interesting. Matthew Gronkowski, that's correct. Based on the last year's record of the teams, I think that's a give or take. That's correct. Based on what they did last year, that's how the strength of schedule is done. So guess what? A lot of these teams have improved, though. So a lot of these strength of schedule means dick all at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's because Josh could have 3 straight terrible games. Highly doubt it will happen, but it's possible. Folks, let's get into the talk of the night, the draft. Did we do enough? Did we do enough to remain the top dogs in the AFC East? Because you know they're coming for us. When you sweep the fucking games, when you sweep the AFC East, you got a target on your back, man. You have a target on your back when you kill in the game. Everybody's coming for the top dog. Copycatting, doing all that stuff. You don't think the teams are trying to load up at receiver? Loading up at receiver, weaponizing their quarterbacks. Yo, they're following what we're doing. They're seeing what we're doing. So guess what? We got a big old target on our back. So we had an opportunity to switch the game up a little bit. And this is before the draft. Let's go prior to the draft. Prior to the draft. What are we doing free agency? Free agency, we move on from John Brown. A lot of people are still salty about it. We move away from him. That's cool. But then we bring in Emmanuel Sanders. A lot of people are thrilled about that, right? 2 back-to-back years of 800-plus yards, route running machine, still got it. He's excited to be here. He's alongside Stephon Diggs. It's going to be problematic for teams to handle the Bills. We brought back the whole damn crew, if you will. So we should be able to run this shit back. Easy. Hold on a second. Let me go on. Star Lotulelei returns. What shape does Star Lotulelei come back in? Is he in tip-top shape? Or is he going to come in looking like a damn bum? You should have stayed off the COVID list. We're about to find out. I feel that he's going to be a difference maker in how Tremaine Edmonds, how Milano pans out. You're not going to have sticky fingers all over you, right? And by sticky fingers, I mean nobody's going to be climbing the pocket to try to get to Edmonds, because you got to get through the big wall of freaking Hawaiian, the big Hawaiian wall, or the Samoan wall in Star Lotulelei. You got to block him first. So hopefully he comes in with a bit of nastiness. Come with the nasty, we might be all right. Star Lotulelei, welcome back. Shout out to my guy Sheldon Cole. Bills make playoffs. Of course we're making the playoffs. Playoffs? Yes, the hell we are making the playoffs. It'll be catastrophic if we don't make the playoffs. My goodness, something went horribly wrong if we don't make the playoffs. Oh, we're making the playoffs. By the way, there's 212 people right now in this bitch. Do me a favor. Do your boy a favor. If you F with your boy, go ahead and exit the page, smash that like real quick, come back. Let's get this video to 1,000 likes. Help me out. Let me see if this thing, if I say these things, if it works. If you guys like me, let's get 1,000 likes. Because there should be more than 1,000 views. So, I mean, everybody that at least puts their eyes on this, smash that like for your boy. Let's go. Here's the deal. Star Lotulelei comes back, Emmanuel Sanders comes back, right? Then we bring in Efe Obada. The Nigerian nightmare, Efe Obada. The Naija boy. Big fella. Big boy. Wingspan, you know what I'm saying? From the whole continent of Africa. You know what I'm saying? That boy is a big fella. Here we go. Fabian Mercado. Fabian. Respect. My guy, Brian Bowers. BB, the Brian Bauer Hour. What's good, Brian? What's good, fam? D Handsome, I see you, kid. I see you. Here we go. Emmanuel Sanders, Efe Obada. We bring in Forrest Lamp. Forrest Lamp, we upped the backup position, potentially the starter. We don't know. Guess what? He's going to be competing for that left guard. Watch out, Mr. Cody Ford. Hey, like I'm saying, man, Cody Ford coming in was not just we should just bring him in for a backup position. He's just going, no. He came in to compete. I'm going to tell you right now, if Cody Ford thinks he's going to sit pretty and just be inserted into the starting lineup, you got another thing coming to you, Mr. Ford. Wake up, Mr. Ford. You got nothing coming. Because these boys ain't come to just sit there and be a bench player. My guy went from being a starter on the Chargers to now looking for another starting job. So you best believe he's coming for that ass Cody Ford. You better bring it. That little tweet that you put out, oh, I see what's happening. Let me put the eye goggle on. Yeah, you better watch. You better watch. Because he might take your spot. So you better bring that nasty. If this draft that just happened wasn't an indication to tell you that, hey, this ain't no damn joke, step it up, you got to. Because we just won the AFC East, man. We swept the bitch. They're coming for us, man. So we can't sit on our laurels like we some badass cats. I've been saying it, and I'll say it again. Cody Ford is on the bust alert. Watch out. He's on my list. He's been on my list. I've been watching this cat, man. Big fella. Nothing else. Is that fair? Yes, it is fair. It is fair, damn it. You're moving all over the place, man. If you were that dude that would have left your ass at right tackle, but they didn't like you there. They brought in D-Dub so that they get your ass to the right guard. They didn't like you there either. They said, get out. Left guard. Shit, you moving all over the place. Where is the next place do you move? Off the team? I don't know, but we watching. So I hope he comes in and shows up and says, yo, I'm that guy. Oklahoma, stand up. Let's go. But we're going to find out because Forrest Lamp ain't playing games. Forrest Lamp ain't playing games, and he had a full year of being healthy at that position. Stop playing games, man. No more Mr. Nice Guy is what Mr. Bean is saying. Bean don't got to talk to you. He'll just bring another guy in. And then when that other guy comes in and starts, you know what I mean, making things work, not going to look good for you. We're going to find out. We're going to find out if he brings the nasty or not. Like my guy Richard Rush says, Ford better bring the nasty or he's gone. Let me tell you about nasty, man. The two dudes that we brought in the draft, nasty. I'll talk on that in just a moment. Let's keep going. F.A. Obata, Forrest Lamp. We brought in Tyrell Adams, linebacker. Nothing special. Excuse me. Nothing special, but he will lay the lumber. He will lay the lumber. We're going to put a little highlight clip together for you guys for Tyrell Adams because a lot of people don't know who Tyrell Adams is. Former Texan. Started for a bit. He started for the Texans for a bit. Not a fast guy. He ain't gonna burn you. But boy, if he puts a helmet on you, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. Somebody asked me, yo, Shiesty says, yo, Rico, was there a reason no running back was drafted? Because we didn't need one. I told y'all that, man. I've been telling y'all that. We have Singletary, which the team loves, and we brought in a second, third rounder and a good back in Zach Moss. What the hell you need to draft another running back? No need. And then you have Breida. And then you have Antonio Williams. What more do you guys want? You have 4 good backs. 4 solid backs. You don't need shit. And then you got Tywan Jones on top of that. You don't need shit. We good. We'll be fine. Trust and believe. We'll be fine. Adams is not an athletic beast. He is slow as hell. Have you seen him run? He is slow, but he would hit the shit out of you. I'll tell you that right now. Now, Tyrell Adams, Hollister comes in. Brandon Powell's going to be a return specialist. We're going to find out what he's about. So, did we improve? Did we improve enough? And that's just the free agency part. Did we improve enough to fend off the Patriots, which loaded up, which to fend off the damn Miami Dolphins, which loaded up as well? to fend off the damn Jets, which surprisingly did extremely well in the draft. They picked up Hamza. That's the guy I wanted. Hamza Nazaruddin. That's his name. Naziruddin. Shit. It's going to be something, man. It's going to be something. Shout out to my guy, John DeMarchi. Salute to you, Johnny. Johnny says, yo, Texans drafted QB Mills in third round. Watson settled civil suits with plaintiffs. Oh, probably by June 1st. Oh, next, Watson traded. Oh, Miami has three first next season. Oh, don't like that. You guys already know how I feel about that. Swap for Tua and 2 first, and he's open day starter in Miami. Oh, it's magic. You know, yeah, I'm a goof like that. But let me tell you something. He's gonna settle with these guys. That tells me, first of all, let's break it down. He settles. He's missing time. There's no question about that, right? What happened? Who missed 6 games because, like, what's his face? Jameis Winston put his hands on some girl's thigh. I think he lost like 2 or 3 games. Who missed 6 games because of some dumb sexual contact with somebody? They missed games. So I do not want Deshaun Watson in Miami. I do not want that man in Miami. Holy, he will have time off. I'm sure of it. They're going to suspend him for sure. If he's settling and he's paying these women off to go away, it's a wrap. He ain't going back to Texans, that's for sure. But my goodness. John Marshall says he will settle. I mean, it makes sense. He got paid. So he's going to settle and just be done with it. And the league is going to come down on him. Now, how hard they come down, who knows? It's not criminal. He didn't do anything criminal. He was just a creep. And I creep. Yeah. Creepy down the down low. My man was creeping hard. Doing some creepy shit. Right? Whether true or not, it's out there. When you got 21, 22 plus women, you did some nasty stuff. Or you asked for some nastiness. I don't know. Either way, you're a nasty man. But if you settle, it's over with, it's done with. You're going to get your hand hit and you move on with your life. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you tie all the knots and be done with it. And stop doing some creepy shit. You find one masseuse and keep it. That's it. Go with a dude. Go with dudes from now on. You know what I'm saying? Get Jimbo, get Kevin, get freaking Jermaine. Those guys will rub you down just fine. I bet you won't be lifting your pelvis up and doing a whole bunch of stuff, man. Those dudes will knock you out. Hey. Cut it out, bitch. We don't do that shit. I'll stuff you out right now. Sorry, sir. I'll get back down. Yes. Now, where were we? Was I working your glutes? You feel what I'm saying? So that ain't going to happen. Good for Deshaun Watson. Moving on. John DeMarchi, thanks for bringing that up. Thank you, sir. Okay, drop Deshaun Watson. Say I'm wrong. Rodgers to Miami. Dude, no. None of these guys to Miami. Please don't. We don't want anybody in Miami. Let's just keep Tua. Tua will be the guy. And let's beat on Tua. My point is, not sure Miami loves Tua, and they will, of course, I don't think they love Tua either. If you keep bringing in Fitzy for Tua, it's over it. Yo, get Joe Biden, man. Joe Biden will rub you down real good. He'll be whispering in your ear, too. Do you like that? You like that, big fella? You feel me? So we'll see. We shall see. So the point I'm trying to make is this, folks, is are we prepared to fend off the dogs that'll be coming our way? Because they're coming. They're coming they're not trying to get swept again. Because every time they'll remember the season of 2020, they're going to remember the Bills just walking all over them, especially the Miami Dolphins. Miami's going to be like, man, they hung 56 points on us. A 50 burger. Come on now. Y'all catch what I'm saying? I told you, he's gonna get a slap on the wrist, suspended for at least 6 games. At least 6 games at least. And then he'll get traded somewhere. Nick Cicero, whoever the freaking clown GM is over there, is going to have to just trade him. They're going to have to trade him. Tyrod Taylor, this is your time. It's Tyrod time. Poor guy. He's been through the ringer, that guy. Poor Tyrod. He's been through the ringer, man. I hope this is the one that does it today. By the way, shout out to the chat. The chat is bumping today. Let's go. Here we go. So now we bring all those free agents. I didn't even get to our rookies that we drafted. So now free agency, I felt good about free agency. F.A. Obata, Forrest Lamp, Emmanuel Sanders. Sometimes people forget Starla Tulele, right? Jacob Hollister. I forget sometimes who we brought in. We harp too much on the recency of what just happened, right? The draft. And we don't feel good. So we feel, oh, what do we do this offseason? We've been pretty active this offseason, making moves that we needed to make. So we're back to it. Jacob Hollister, yes, Ombre. Although Ombre has been my number one hater lately, which I love it, Ombre's right. Jacob Hollister is a sneaky good pick, man. He's going to surprise a lot of people. We're going to be saying pretty soon, Dawson who? I don't know that girl. Never heard of her. If Hollister comes in and does what he needs to do. They already have the rapport. They played before, Josh Allen and Hollister. So maybe it's just going to be it's a matter of getting back on the same page and boom, let's rock. So we're going to find out. Now, let's head to the draft. How do you feel about our first round draft pick? Now that you've had time to mull these picks over. I know my guy Pierre has been heavy in the film room, looking at every one of your guys, every one of our guys. All right, I know you love me, man. That's love. You know what it is. I tease. But Pierre's been in the draft. He's been in the room, man. He's been in the film room, and he's been looking things up, and he really likes Spencer Brown. He's a big fan of Spencer Brown. So it's going to be interesting. Our receiving room is full. Truth to Hearts is like, yo, Rico, what are we going to do with these receivers? What are we going to do with all these receivers, man? I'll tell you right now. It's just a process of elimination at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's a process of elimination. Start looking at what is happening, right? So here's the deal. Let's go to the receiver room. I'm going to go back, and we're going to do this on Unorthodox, but we're going to do it. Let's go to the receiver room. We know who is a lock. Stephon Diggs, right? You guys agree with me? You got Emmanuel Sanders. You guys agree with me? We got Cole Beasley. There's 3. All right? That's almost 50% of the damn line right there if we keep 6 receivers. If we keep 6. Let's just say we keep 6. There's your 3. Gabe Davis, 4. There's your 4. You know you need a return, man. You know who they just spent time with? And they gave him a deal? And they told him, you're going to be the guy? Isaiah McKenzie. There's 5. You're looking for a 6th spot. Who's the 6th receiver? Who is it? Tanner Gentry? Could it be him? Is it Powell? Maybe it's the new rookie Stevenson. It's very interesting, right? Here's the deal. Stevenson was drafted to be the return guy. He also does all the gadgets and stuff. Who's on notice? Unfortunately, and it pains me to say this. But McKenzie is on notice. McKenzie's on notice. He has to come out and be that guy. His contract, not something that he appreciated. He wanted a little bit more. But Lil Dirty, he's on notice. Because McKenzie is a mother effing beast. Golly, he is a beast. And he's fast. So we can't just say Lil Dirty is fast. So is McKenzie. And he's bigger. Sorry. You know I got love for you. Lil Dirty, you know I got love for you. But dems is the freaking breaks. Then we brought in Trey Walker. Trey Walker is another interesting. Pierre is in love with this guy named Trey Walker. I haven't looked up too much on Trey Walker, but what I've seen thus far is impressive. So that receiver room is a nasty room. And then you have Hodgins. Hodgins was supposed to make the team last year. Remember, folks, he was supposed to make the team last year, and then he had that shoulder surgery that took him off for the rest of the year. So this is going to be very interesting. I'll tell you right now, here are the locks. Cole, Steph, Davis. Those are your locks. Excuse me, Emmanuel Davis. Emmanuel Davis. Emmanuel Sanders and Gabriel Davis. 4 locks. That's a lock right there. You got 2 positions that you got to fill it in. We need a return man, right? Here comes McKenzie. Here comes McKenzie or Stevenson. We'll give the benefit of the doubt to McKenzie. There's your 5. Who's receiver number 6? Yo, Hodgins? Could it be? It's going to be, listen, man. It's going to be a hot summer. It's going to be a hot summer. Some people say we got it. This is a running debate. We have to keep 7 receivers. That means you got to get rid of a tight end. You got to get rid of a lineman. You have to get rid of someone. So it's going to be tough. We only rocked with 6 last year. What makes it so sure that we're going to go with 7 this year? Corey Buffalo says this is a great position to be in. You damn right it is. You damn right it is. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. The return position is what's going to break this receiver room open. Who is going to be our return guy? So pay very close attention to the battle at return. That was held by Roberts last year. Roberts is gone. Andre's out of here. So now it's an open competition. That will be spot number 5. The guy that gets the return position is going to be the receiver number 5. Now, who is receiver number 6? What do you do at tight end room? Right now, tight end room is this. You got Dawson Knox, Tommy Sweeney, Jacob Hollister, Reggie Gilliam / fullback. Am I missing someone? Nate Becker. That's it. Why says 7 is always better than 6? Well, not in this case. We have not kept 7 receivers. Now, can we stash somebody on the practice squad? That'll be interesting. But when you stash someone on this practice squad, you leave that person open to be snagged by anybody else. Snagged by anybody else. So that'll be interesting as well. Marquise Watkins says, Hodgins, you got me saying Hodgkins. Hodgins will be on the practice team. Well, if he is, be ready for someone to snatch his ass. Somebody will snatch him. And I don't think the Bills want that unless they feel very comfortable with the names that I just named. It's going to be interesting, man. So that receiver room, we are back at it again with these conversations. We were at it last year because we were saying, who is it going to be? Is it going to be Duke Williams? Is it going to be a McKenzie? Who's going to take that 7th spot? McKenzie. This year, we're back at it again. Duke Williams, is he going to be in the mix? By the way it sounds, by the way it's looking, I don't think so. So this is going to be very interesting. Spencer Brown started at tight end. Who said that? John DeMarch is probably repeating something to someone. I don't know. Shout out to Noah Bruno. Noah Bruno says, after watching tons of tape, I could see Speedy Stevenson making this roster. Such a deep threat and great route runner. Very coachable as well. You want to know something I don't like about Stevenson? Go back and watch the film. Watch how Stevenson catches the ball. There's a way that Stephon Diggs catches the ball. There's a way that Sammy Watkins catches the ball. And then there's a way that Andre Roberts catches the ball. Do you guys remember how Andre Roberts catches the ball? To his body. Body catchers. Body catchers, that doesn't work in the NFL because them balls come in humming. Pause. So if you want to catch a body catch from out, that thing's going to bounce off your chest. You better learn to catch with your hands, Mr. Stevenson, because that's a lot. That's what I see. A lot of hands, a lot of catching it and trapping it against your body. That ain't going to work. I can tell you that right now. That ain't going to work. Hombre, he goes, check this out. This is what your starting receivers are going to look like. Diggs number 1, Beasley, Emmanuel Sanders, Gabe Davis, Stevenson, Hodgins, McKenzie. That's if we keep 7. Very interesting. This is going to be very interesting. There goes Tanner Gentry. Most people are like, who? Don't sleep on Tanner Gentry, man. That boy can run. He was Allen's big man target. We're going to find out. Now, That receiver room is going to be a hell of a position. By the way, there's 297 people viewing with us on a Tuesday night. You guys could be watching any other content creators out there doing their thing, but you're here with your boy. So guess what? You know what? I'm going to give y'all a bell. I'm going to give y'all a bell. You know what I'm saying? You are tuned into the Rico Report. Do me a favor. While you guys in here, when that thing goes over to 300, smash that like for your boy. And let's keep it going. So, while we're looking at this roster, while we're looking at what the Patriots are doing and what the Jets are doing and what the Dolphins are doing, did we do enough to fend off the rest of the AFC East? Do you feel we did? So let's go through the draft process now, right? We go Greg Rousseau, 6'7", 270-pound lineman. We haven't seen him play since 2019. 15 and a half sacks, 13 tackles for loss. Beast. Doesn't play in 2020. Most people didn't have anything on him other than tonight, the 2019 season. I was asked today by my buddies, Brock and Pep, which I'm going to be having them with me on my Friday pod. You better watch out. And guess what, by the way, before I get into it, John DeMarchi says, yo, Rico, did Best mess up by not taking an RB, or do you have faith in Moss, Singletary, and Breida? Okay. Did the management team mess up by not taking an RB? No, they did not mess up. I was not expecting for them to grab an RB. That was all media perpetuated. Listen, they put it out there. They put it out there. Oh, the Bills need a running back and this, that. No, we don't. We don't need a running back. We were just fine with Singletary the year before. We struggled in year 2, but not on the running backs. That's on the scheme and the O-line. The O-line was a fucking mess. And we were able to still do what we needed to do in passing the rock. But we couldn't run the rock consistently because we didn't have consistent linemen. So we are just fine with the running back room that we have now. I'm very confident in the running back room that we have now. Would I have loved to see? I wouldn't have been mad if they went in Javonte Williams, though. Don't get me wrong. I would not have been mad if they went Javonte Williams, but I would have been if they went Travis Etienne. I'm not just not for me. I wasn't feeling him. He was my number 3 running back. But I don't think they messed up at all. I think they did just fine. And he admitted it. He's like, nah, fam. Y'all are the one that was talking about running back. We weren't even looking at running back. And by the way, you know what answer I loved? And this is what gives me John DeMarchi. I love this guy, man. This is what gives me faith in Brandon Beane. It pisses me off so much when I hear, you don't take a running back in the first round. Who the fuck says that? If I have a star running back that I can get that's going to change my offense, I'm drafting him. You don't do that. You can get it in the 5th. Why the fuck would I wait till the 5th to get a freaking running back when I get in the 1st? Why do you think the Pittsburgh Steelers grabbed the running back? Yo, Najee Harris is a beast, man. Y'all playing, man. Stop playing. Shit. Hold on. Let me give my guy a bing, biggity, bing. Matthew Phipps. Welcome to the Bing Squad, man. Shit. Let's go. You know what? You're not even part of the... Are you part of the Bing Squad? Yes, you are. Let's go. You get a bing, biggity, bing. And let me tell you something. Can I take a little break from you guys? I got to take a little break. Let me tell you something. I have been, and I got a lot to thank you guys. I'm going to tell you, I got to thank you guys a lot. But with the super chats and the all the things that you guys have been supporting us at BF, I was able to put some things together, right? This microphone, thanks to you guys. This cam that I have right now, thanks to you guys. I can put things back into production. And guess what? Hello, I got myself a little toy. Once we fix this thing up, yo, it's game over. Nobody touching your boy, man. I'm killing the game. Once I set it up, it's over with. Production's going to be on fucking fleek. Let's go. I'm excited. Richard Rush says, yo, Bruce Nolan said no first rounds in RBs. Why? Because we can get one in the 4th or the 3rd or the 2nd? Of course we can. But the talent drops off. But some might say, well, what about this guy? What about that guy? What about the busts in first rounds that got taken too? right? I can say Aaron Maben was a first rounder. He's a bust. Busts happen. But you're probably better off getting your surefire RB that you can get in the first round rather than the 4th and the 5th and the 6th. You don't know if they're going to be nice like that. Adrian Peterson, beast. You feel me? And if your guy's there, you grab him. Did you see how many times teams jumped ahead of the other? Let me tell you something. If the Dolphins grabbed Javonte Williams, I would have died. I would have died. I'm going to tell you right now. Facts. Because that boy is a monster. But guess what? The Broncos were like, middle finger to you, I'm getting my guy. Ooh, the Dolphins were upset. And the Bills fans in me and others were extremely thrilled. Extremely thrilled. But I do not agree with don't take an RB in the first round. I just don't agree with it. I just don't. You can make all the arguments you want. I just don't. You take the player that you feel is going to change your offense. And if you can get him in the first round, you take him. Period. And it was made very clear by Brandon Bean. That was all you guys, man. You guys all do that. If I had a guy if I really liked him, I would have grabbed him. Not grabbing a first round running back, man, I don't believe that shit. Thank you, Mr. Bean. My dog. My dog. That's what I'm saying, man. Yo, my guy Brian Bauer says, yo, Rico, my guy Jeff King bought all that Fanatics equipment. Fam, it's not Jeff King, man. It's all of y'all. But Jeff King always said, yo, when you get that equipment you've been talking about it, you let me know. But that's for all of y'all, man. For real. That's not just me, man. Look at my guy Z-Bot. You see what I mean? Look at Steve and Dave. The equipment that they're putting together, man. That's all y'all. Real talk. The backdrops, all that stuff. That's you guys. We appreciate it. Much love. DJ Rico back in this bitch. Y'all better watch out, man. I'll be a fool, man. I'm gonna be a fool, man. I'll be hitting that. Bow, 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 bow. Watch out, man. So, that being said, get excited because when you see what we've done in the free agency, it's gonna be great. Greg Rousseau, high ceiling, looks great, could be fantastic. There's some things that I'm like, I'm not sure. You mean getting off the line at 6'7"? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of slow. He's slow off the line. But you know what I'm saying? If there's enough development that's allowed to be given, then we might have something great. John DeMarchi says, yo, Barry Sanders, Bo Jackson, Adrian Peterson, Emmitt Smith, Walter Payton, Jim Brown all went round 1. And guess what? Where are they at? Where are they? Where are their busts? You know what I'm talking about. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. And don't get me wrong. There are some great running backs that were taken in the second round. Look at our guy, freaking LaShawn McCoy. Great backs. You know what I'm saying? You can get great receivers in the 7th round. Stevie Johnson. It's just a matter of your scouts. If your scouts are good, they will get what they need to get. They will get the players that deserve to be taken in the first round. Then you have your Trent Richardsons. Happens. That's bad scouting. That's taking someone on hype. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not with it. But it could go either or. It could go either way, man. I'm just about, I don't poo-poo one taking a one in the first round. I don't poo-poo one and taking the 7th. All I'm saying is you don't just eliminate taking an RB in the first round. You don't. You just can't. That's irresponsible to do that. To not take, just because it's the first round, you don't take an RB. I just don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it one bit. Not doing it. Not doing it one bit. Thurman Thomas, not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Thurman Thomas, dog, Hall of Famer. Stop playing. Richard Russell, yo, Rico, we love y'all, man. Both of them nights always brings the fire. We hope so, man. We hope so. And y'all, that's why y'all keep coming back. There's 300 people viewing right now. Let's keep it bumping. Let's go, man. Let's go to the next one. So check this out. So Greg Rousseau, we draft him. We feel good about it. We needed a pass rush. Brandon Bean's been listening to us. I think a little bit, maybe tiny bit. He's been watching what the production's been. We haven't been sacking the quarterback. We had a problem with the O-line, you know what I mean? Creating and sustaining blocks and holding and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Allen been running, sometimes runs for his life. Sometimes we get it. Brandon Bean saw it. So he addressed it. Not only did he address it the first time, he addressed it in the second round. Now I'm starting to have my googly eyes and go, what? We double dipping at the defensive end? What's happening? Right? D Hanson, what's good, man? Shout out to BF fan, man. I'm 100% happy with this draft from BBB. Big Baller Bean. Some people are very happy. Some people are like, I'm indifferent. It's very interesting. Abby, always here for the content, Rico. I appreciate that, my girl Abby. What's good? So here we go. So not only do we grab a defensive lineman in the first, in Greg Rousseau, that we know we're gonna have to time. We need him to develop, so he's not going to be a immediate starter contributor. Because in my opinion, when you grab someone in the first round, they need to immediately contribute, unless they're a quarterback that is just going to be taking time to develop and stuff. But non-quarterback, if I grab you in the first round, I expect that you will be on the field a lot. This might not be the case with Greg Rousseau. Honorary Haitian, that's my guy. His parents are Haitian, so you know what I mean. You know, I ride from my Haitian. Sac passe. That's my dude. You know what I'm saying? And then we go and bring in Carlos Basham. Boogie Basham. Now I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, so we went in the second round and grabbed the lineman. Okay, I get it. We weren't pushing enough to get to corral and sack these quarterbacks. We really making the emphasis on drafting into a D-line. But it's also for the future, because that's what Brandon Bean told us. I'm not drafting for the now, I'm drafting for the future. I get it. You got a 32, 33-year-old in Jerry Hughes, still freaking productive. Then you have a Mario Addison, didn't have the greatest year. However, he's still productive. I mean, you don't just do 4 years in a row of just shy of 10 sacks. I thought he was going to be able to put it together because we brought in some fire linemen, right? Quentin Jefferson. We had Ed Oliver coming in. We had Jerry Hughes. Mario Addison should be able to kill the game. Nope. So here we go, drafting 2 linemen. Eventually, they're going to replace Mario Addison and Jerry Hughes. So I get that part. Carlos Basham is probably going to be the better pass rusher between him and Greg Rousseau. Hot take. Say it on my chest? Maybe I will. Maybe later. But I feel that he will be the better prospect, the better draft prospect than Greg Rousseau. And if Greg Rousseau is a baller, what does that make Carlos Basham? Then that means we got 2 linemen that you got to deal with. I'm on board with that. Third round, Spencer Brown. Now I'm like, Spencer Brown? Who? I'm sure everybody was like that. Nah, I don't want to say everybody. I'll say 70% to 65 to 70% were probably like, who the heck is Spencer Brown? I was one of them. Like I told you guys, I admit it. I'm not a draft guy. I wait till draft season and I start kind of looking at who's who and what we need. I didn't think we needed a right tackle, so I wasn't even looking at right tackle. And here we go, drafting a Spencer Brown. First thought, why the heck would we do that? We have our left tackle in Daryl. Wait, what position is he? Right tackle? We just signed Darrell Williams to a 3-year contract. What the heck are we doing? Why did we just go and waste that pick when we could have grabbed XYZ? That is interesting. If we drafted him in the 3rd round, there must be a reason. Then it dawned on me. After reading a few things and going through our depth chart and saying, okay, so who do we have at right tackle? We don't have anybody. If Darrell Williams goes down, we are in the poo-poo. So we had to. Not only did we have to, we didn't have a 4th round pick. So we were forced to grab someone right now. Had we had a 4th round pick, I think we could have waited on Spencer Brown. We would have grabbed somebody else. But we didn't have a 4th round. That 4th round was crucial as to why, in my opinion, I believe we had to take Spencer Brown in the 3rd. And they're content with it because that boy is a large human. 6'8", 311 pounds. That makes you lean. That's a lean lineman. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I went ahead and there was something online that was showing this guy sitting down on a freaking bench, and in 1 2-foot leap, this guy jumped on a 54-inch box at 311 pounds 6'8" with ease. No struggle. Hopped up, boom, right up on there. If you can do that at 6'8", 311 pounds, that tells me you are an athletic person. What? What did I just say? Athletic? Of course. Then you start digging deeper. Then you realize this guy scored a 10 on the RAS score. 10. That tells me he is of elite athleticism when it comes to his position group. Out of all the right tackles since 1987, this guy scores a 10. One of the best, if not the best. He's a 10. And we brought that as a right tackle? Okay, now I'm getting excited. Because if one of these guys go down, we know that we have a guy that can adjust. He ain't slow-footed, long 35 to 36-inch arms. Golly, man. Benches 500 pounds. Fam, for a little guy, shorter arms, a little easier to bench press. When you tall and long as arms, it's harder to bench press. This dude is doing 500 pounds. He squats something ridiculous, like 800. So it's 800 pounds squatting. Like, dude, insane. You score a 10 on the RAS score, you're in the business. By the way, speaking of RAS score, guess who joins me on Friday? That's right. Kent Platty is coming back on Friday, and we get to talk about all our draft picks, and we get to touch on his Detroit Lions because I'm very interested in his Detroit Lions because they took a lot of guys on that team that I'm pissed off about that I wanted on the Bills, and they have. Lee McNeil being one of them, and freaking Melofon. Damn it. But we're going to talk about it. You guys had a great time with him last time. Be ready because he's coming back. John DeMarchi, I know you loved it. He's coming back, baby. He's coming back. Now, here's the deal. When we looking at this draft class, 2 linemen, 6'7", the other one's 6'5", 280. Then you got another one that's 6'8". Shit, we're going big boys, big fellas. So now, what are we doing in the 5th? Right? We don't have a 4th round draft pick. What are we doing? What are we going to do? We draft another tackle. What? Tommy Doyle from the University of Miami of Ohio. 6'8", 6'7". Big boy, 320-ish. Big fella. I'm like, okay, now I'm confused. I don't know about you guys, but now I was confused. I was utterly confused and disappointed because I'm like, why did we go 2 tackles? One was a left tackle, one was a right tackle. I get it. You're going for depth, but both your linemen at right tackle and left tackle are fairly young. So what is going on? I didn't understand it. I really didn't. And I had to sit there and like, okay, what's happening here? Then I started putting on the film. Because the film is what tells you everything. Spencer Brown, first and foremost, if you go watch the film on Spencer Brown, this guy is legit. Legit. I can see why they drafted him with the 3rd round pick. Furthermore, to give me more ammo for you guys, I was just on a podcast with my guys Brock and Pep. All right, on Sportsmanlike Convo, and he asked me about Spencer Brown. I was like, dude, I don't know much about Spencer Brown. I just saw some film on him, and it looks pretty good to me. He's like, dude, he is sick. And I quote, he said he is a day 1 starter. I was like, what? Oh, you're nuts. He's like, day 1 starter. It would not shock me if he starts day 1. That's how good he is. Damn. Over Darrell Williams? Could it be? And I'm asking him, I'm like, dude, we just signed Darrell Williams to a 3-year contract. Why the heck would we do that? That doesn't make any sense to me. He's like, you watch him. You watch. Once he gets on the field, he's that good that he could take day 1 starter. Then that moves Darrell Williams to right guard. Could we do it? And I'm not a draft guy, guys. I told you guys, I'm no draft guru. They talk about SEC and Big 10 and Big 12. I have no idea what the hell that means. Right? He tells me he played in the what did he say? Not the SEC. He played. He was talking about Boogie Basher. I'm getting these 2 different takes here. But when it comes to Spencer Brown, he says he could start. When these guys play in the division, where they play is they're big boys where they play out. Northern Iowa and all these, that's just a big That's where the big boys go to play. And he is that good. Then I told him about the RAS score. He didn't even know about the RAS score. Then he's like, makes total sense what you just said. Fellas, don't Big 12. That's what he said. Did he say Big 12? Maybe he said Big 12. Anyway, don't be surprised if you see Spencer Brown getting a lot of love at right tackle. Not saying he's going to start right away, but those that are in the know, that know about Spencer Brown, say he definitely could start day one. Here's a note for you guys. There was my man Pierre. I gotta give credit to my man Pierre about this, right? He says, "Yo, I've been watching films. I've been watching 2019 film on Darrell Williams playing right guard, and he looked pretty damn good." Okay, speaking of right guard, John Feliciano just signed a 3-year deal at right guard, but really it's a 1-year deal. John Feliciano is a good guard. Keyword good. Now, Darrell Williams played right tackle. Most people would be like, hold on a second, Rico, what are you talking about? He's a right tackle. Let's back it up. He's played guard as well. Here's his deal. He is right dominant, meaning if you put him on the left side, he's like a fish out of water. It won't do well for you. But he's right-handed. He's right dominant. So if we have to slide over and put him at right guard, if Spencer Brown comes on and just can't deny his skill set, at the end of the day, you have to put your best 5 on the field. Forget about the politics. Forget about, I like my guy, John. We play Call of Duty together. Forget about all that shit. You can still play Call of Duty together. But if you put your best 5 on the line and Spencer Brown happens to be one of them on the right tackle, you go with it. You go with it. If you're right dominant like Darrell Williams is, and he's played that position before, I don't know how good he was, but as some say he did fairly well. He can adjust and take over at that right guard position and be better than John Feliciano. John Feliciano can then now have the role of backup center if he needs to. We'll see. But that could be a play. Politics aside, best 5 on the field, why not? Just saying. So that's Spencer Brown. So be on the lookout for Spencer Brown. Here comes Doyle. Now, here's the 2 things that I noticed about both these guys. And now I'm seeing a theme here. And this goes on to I got to back up my guy Dame from Draft Diamonds. He was on the air raid hour with my guys Dave and Steve, and he said some things that should trigger some people. Cody Ford pretty much telling me Cody Ford is soft. And guys like Spencer Brown, guys like Tommy Doyle, those guys are nasty linemen. When they block you, they don't block you and get you out the way. They block you to drive you into the dirt. So when these large humans are brought onto the team, what's it telling you? We were soft. We need to get tougher. We need to get nastier. So they bring in a right tackle that's 6'8" that'll play no games. Then you bring another one in Doyle that doesn't play any games, man. He's going to drive your ass into the dirt. And then they bring in a mini Richie Incognito. Fam, we went 3 linemen. 5 linemen in this draft. What is that telling y'all, man? You win it in the trenches. And too often, the Bills weren't doing it in the trenches. We always fell short. It's amazing how we went 13-3. You got me sounding like a French person. 13-3, right? It's amazing how we went 13-3. With the uncertainty on the line. We weren't holding a point of attack in the middle. Sometimes we were getting pushed around. The right tackles were getting, the guard play was atrocious. We had Brian Winters for crying out loud. We had Ike Butker at the beginning. Ike Butker got more time and started getting better, so I respect it, and we signed him, meaning well done. They feel something, there's something for him. But my goodness, folks, it's going to be interesting, man. We brought in 5 freaking linemen. You don't do that for no reason. You don't do that for no reason. So guess what? O-line room. Coach Bobby Johnson, you better put the 5 best guys on the freaking line. No more there's politics, because I knew John Feliciano because we were together with the Raiders. Man, bump all that. You put the best 5. Best 5. If you guys agree with me, yo, hit that and smash that like button, man. There's 361 of you beautiful people. Smash that like button right this second. Let's get this thing to 1,000 likes. Let's roll, man. Is that enough to fend off the dogs? Dolphins, Jets, Patriots. Well, we have to start with shoring up the O-line. Give Josh Allen all the time in the world to dart these guys up. Let's get this guy to 5,000 yards passing this year. But the one thing that this line tells me, or bringing these guys in, is we need nastiness on the O-line so we can get the damn run game going. We have 2 running backs that were drafted in the 3rd round, back to back. We got to utilize them. But they can't be sitting there looking pretty, doing 2 to 3 yards a carry. Nah, fam. We need guys that are freaking drive these linemen back. Drive them back and create holes for these bucks in the backfield. Because I bet you, once we get the freaking run game going, fam, Buffalo is not going to be a nice team to play. They're not going to be a nice team to play. Because now you got to worry about freaking Emmanuel Sanders. You got to worry about freaking Stephon Diggs. Then you got to worry about Cole Beasley in the middle. Then you got to worry about this rookie Stevenson that could take a freaking end around like crazy. And then you got linemen that will push you the hell out the way. Here comes freaking Eminem. I'm not trying to hype you guys up. I really am not. But it does sound damn good, doesn't it? I'm not trying to hype y'all up, but it does sound good. Even Kingpin's like, yo, I tried to get Rico hyped during the draft. Took him a week to catch up. I'll take it. It just took me time, man, because I didn't know these. Like, I'm not going to sit here and razz up and you guys should know me by now. Just because you said it and you said it and you said it, I'm going to be like, all right, they said it. It's true. No. Let me look for myself. Let me look for myself, and then I'll tell you what's good. Thomas Logan says, yo, Rico, you are spot on the Bills lost. Sorry, Rico, you are spot on. The Bills lost 4 Super Bowls in the trenches. Best ever. Best draft ever. Damn, you guys love the draft. Yo, you win these games in the trenches, man. Did you not see the Patriots? Excuse me, not the Patriots. You got me saying the Patriots. Did you not see Tom Brady and the Bucks versus the freaking Chiefs? You win in the trenches, man. They were getting after that ass, man. Devin White was a monster. I love Devin White. That boy can play. But you win in the mother effing trenches, baby. Let's go. Yo, Rico went soul searching after that draft. Yo, I had to, fam. I had to go, like, listen, why did you guys do this? I need to understand why my GM decided to go with 5 linemen when we could have had some guys where you're like, yo, he's available. Why aren't you grabbing him? Shit, you just let him go. He just went over there. Melifonwu was available, but you let him go. Ali McNeil was available, but you let his ass go. I'm just saying. ELS Train Tuber, you a new subscriber? There's the bell for you, right in the fucking bell, right in the mic. That's love, man. Appreciate that. But do me a favor. Not only do you subscribe, which I appreciate, join the Bing Squad. You're probably like, what? Bing Squad? What are you talking about? What is that? How do I do that? How do I do it? What do I do? Where do I go? What am I supposed to do? What's happening? Join BF, supportbf.com. It's that simple. Supportbf.com. Show love. So I'm not even past the freaking whole draft yet, and I'm still going. I'm at an hour and 9 minutes. We got 342 people. Let's get this thing to 350. Let's get it to 350 to about 400. I apologize. I didn't want to get to Rated R Rico. I have not had Rated R Rico join us on broadcast in some time. Please don't get me started. I don't want to get started. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. No more Rated R Rico. Man, fuck that. We're back in that shit. We doing it all day. I will cuss when I need to. When I get excited, you guys know what it is. When I get excited, I cuss. When I get pissed off, I cuss. If you get me in the mellow mode, you're not gonna get that from me. But I'm hyped. I'm hyped up a little bit. Not gonna lie. Let's get this thing to 400 people. Let's get this thing to 400 viewers. Now here we go. 5 linemen. So we know we're gonna be pushing people around. We're going to be pushing people around. Now, Now this is where it got things got interesting. Stevenson, Marquez Stevenson from Houston. You look at the film on this dude. Look at the film on this dude. Golly, man. He can run. He can run. PG-13 and 3 Rico. Yo, you're a fool, boy. Yo, there's no more radar Rico. It's PG-13 Rico, man. PG-13 and 3. Yo, you're a fool. So here's the thing. Yo, Eric Johnson, yo, you get rated 4 Rico. Just bust out the Zimas. Bro, I don't know what the heck a Zimas is, and I just found out it was a white beer. No, thank you. I'm not a beer drinker. Beer is nasty to me. Just doesn't do it. Just liquor. Give me liquor and I'm straight. And I'm not even a hard liquor drinker either. But beer, you will not catch me having a brewski. Not at all. That's not for me. Hey, you want to crack me open a cold one? No. I'm good. Oh, you got some vodka? Oh, you got some JD? I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Zimas, boy, please. Give me a White Claw. Sure. I'll share a White Claw. I'll sip on a White Claw, but you better chase me with something a little stronger. I'm just saying. But Stevenson, though. Stevenson on kicks and punt returns will be dangerous. He doesn't, although he probably ran a 4, like what he said, you know what? There you go. Perfect. Marquez ran a 4.45 40, but plays on the field like he ran 4.2. Thank you. Bills Mafia STF, man. He rolls. He rolled. Everybody knows McCall Hardman can run. Right? McCall, I think it's McCall Hardman, excuse me, ran like, I think it was like a 21.9 miles an hour on a reverse or something bullshit like that. They had my guy, Marquez Stevenson, clocked in at 21.9. McCall Hardman, so McCall Hardman, I think it's McCall Hardman, can run. So fam, if Stevenson's doing that and an open field, it's over with. He's a yak monster. You guys know how I feel about yak. It's all about the yards after the catch, or if you're running the ball, just racking and yakking. That's what we need. We rack and yak. You bring me some of that, man, I'm good. I'm good. So the Stevenson gives us that. If you guys are wondering, by the way, how to support BF, this is how you do it, right? Forget about the typo, but it's actually support BF. Type in real quick. I apologize. I'm trying to do this and do that and all that stuff. Supportbf.com. Let's go. Stevenson ran a 4.4, but he said he consistently runs a 4.3. When he ran a 4.4, he said it wasn't a good day. I'll take it. I'll tell you this though. There was a team wanting to take Stevenson. I forgot what team it was. I don't know if it was the Vikings, but we took Stevenson, and the team that wanted Stevenson was pissed. They weren't happy, and that makes me happy. Double whammo. Javonte Williams doesn't go to the Dolphins, and we stole Marquez Stevenson from somebody. It's a win. It's a win-win. So, here's the deal. Stevenson could make the squad. Very good chance he makes the squad. It's going to be a battle. I'll tell you right now, man, a little dirty. It's going to be a battle, baby. So, your hands are going to be full. Your hands are going to be full. Then we bring in Damar Hamlin. I had the chance to look at a couple things of Damar Hamlin, and two things stood out to me. He's physical. He's not afraid to get in the dirt and go tackle your ass. Like, he is physical. And he's around the ball. He's where he needs to be. Reminds you of someone, doesn't it? Dane Jackson. Physical and around the ball in the right places at the right time. Hamlin might be an underrated pick. Hamlin might be an underrated pick. This I'm excited about. See, you don't get to really get excited about these guys until you start seeing the film and seeing what they do. Then you're like, that's why we should shut the fuck up. Because we don't know dick. We don't. We pretend we do. Bunch of experts on freaking Twitter. They should do this because this. Shut up. You don't know dick. Wait till the freaking pick is taken and then be quiet. And then cheer like a regular fan that you are. Me included. But it's fun to speculate. I would say that. It's fun to speculate. but we don't know a damn thing. And when you start seeing what these guys put together, Hamlin is no joke. Hamlin is no joke. Hard for the 5th round draft pick for pick not to make the squad. Usually as depth, you make the squad normally. You're a 5th rounder, man. You're usually a developmental pick, special teamer that we saw something in you. And I'll tell you right now, man, Stevenson, Hamlin, legit. So if you guys have not watched the film yet, go ahead and watch that shit. Hamlin is right where he needs to be. His awareness is on there. He's got great instincts, and he hits hard. He comes in downhill. There's no softness with this dude at all. He comes downhill and ready to lay lumber. Facts. Last but not least, Rachad Wildgoose. I will fully admit to you, I have not fully gone through all the draft picks. Wildgoose is the one that's still on my list that I have not seen. Jack Anderson, I like. I like what I see with Jack Anderson. A little slow in the feet. But if he gets his paws on you, it's a wrap. Once he gets his paws on you, it's over with. But his feet are slow. But that's why you get drafted in the 7th round. Because you're limited on certain things you can do. But we will work with you. Wildgoose, though, I don't know too much of Wildgoose. I'm going to have to go back. I will defer to what you guys say about Wildgoose, but I have to go back and take a look. Ombre Love says, yo, I don't want Wildgoose on the field. He will get so many penalties. He hits hard and is nasty, but he will get so many flags. Well, he's going to have to learn. If we have to tie your damn freaking hands up so you don't grab, then that's what we're going to have to do. There's no grabbing in this bitch. You start pulling like Josh Norman was, always with freaking flag every 2 seconds. That's not going to work, Mr. Wildgoose, or you'll find yourself on another team. That simple. Somebody said Jack Anderson is a starter this season. Golly, y'all have a lot of faith in a 7th rounder. Shit, we'll see. Like I said before, man, value rounds are in the middle. This is where Brandon Bean comes in and does it. Dane Jackson, value round. Matt Milano, value round. Saron Neal, value round. You know what I'm saying? And these are all guys that contribute, and we know them very well. So this is where Bean excels. So I trust that he's going to put some guys in place, right? Bam Johnson, 7th round, contributor, special teams. Come on now. Richard Rush says, yo, Pierre Kingpin, did you see Brown wearing number 79? Throwback to the beast guard that made 7 and 8 Super Bowls. Yes, my guy wearing number 32. So you're talking about 79, Reuben Brown. Mr. Reuben Brown. I see you, kid. Here's the thing. These guys are wearing cool new numbers. I'm with it. If Stevenson runs, if I would love to see Stevenson wear number 5, and I'd love to see Carlos Basham wear number 9. If I could see that happen, that would be dope. That would be dope. Wildgoose wearing number 32. I mean, it's not the first time. Who do we have? Sonoris Perry. Sonoris Perry was wearing number 32. We didn't make a big deal out of that. Why we got to make a big deal about, you know what I mean? Rachad Wildgoose wearing 32. 32. Ain't no thing, man. Ain't no thing. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, folks, this is an underrated draft class because he hit a lot on things that we will need in the coming years. And we won't have to deal with a lot of these contracts because we're going to pay Mr. Josh Allen this offseason a lot of money. And that money that we're going to pay him is going to take a lot of the cap space. So when these names like Jerry Hughes and Mario Addison start coming off the books and we have rookie deals in place, it allows us to kind of go around and mess around and get some players. That's what a good GM does. My man is a nice GM. He's doing his thing. He's a forward thinker. While we as fans are playing checkers. Oh, I'm going to hop over your guy and grab that. Your turn. Hop over your guy. My man is playing chess on 2 boards. Let me move the rook over here. Boom. Let me freaking take that pawn and move that over here. Okay. Let me take my knight and move over. He's playing chess on 2 boards. I'll take it. Dude is doing his thing, man. He's the king's gambit. if I can even say that. So, folks, man, it's going to be fun. It is going to be fun this year. Now, question again, did we do enough to fend off the dogs? The Patriots are not playing games. The Patriots came in with Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith. Now they're going to be doing a lot of 12 personnel. You best believe it. Did we do enough to find someone to cover these tight ends? Are we trying to mitigate that by putting the pass pressure on? The pass rush? Yo, F covering a tight end, man. We're just going to get after the quarterback and put a lot of pressure, and it's going to take that away. We'll find out. They brought in Matt Judon. Kyle Van Noy is back. Nelson Aguilar with speed. They brought in over there. Fam, the Patriots, they know what's at stake. Is Bill Belichick on his last legs? Is he going to retire soon? Is this why he's just, you know what? I'm going all out. All out. Is Mac Jones, Mr. Tell on you, is he going to be a difference maker? When I saw the Patriots grab Mac Jones, I was thrilled. Could it bite us in the ass, though? I was not tripping whatsoever when I saw what these Patriots did. It's not doing anything for me, for Mac Jones. But this division is going to be tough as heck. There you go. Truth or Hearts even said it, man. This division will be tough. Not to mention we got the first place schedule. Fam, it's going to be interesting. Earth Rocker says the Pats are the new Chicago Bulls, man. Has-beens. I don't know if they're there yet. I don't know if they're has-beens. We're still waiting to see how it plays out. What we have to understand is that they still have a hell of a coach. Let me bring that mic a little closer. They still have a hell of a coach in Bill Belichick. So you can never count out the Patriots out. Never. So I'm looking at the draft picks from the Patriots. I'm just trying to pull it up right now and see what it's looking like for them. So Mac Jones, Christian Barmore, golly, I forgot about that. Christian Barmore, I don't know how Christian Barmore fell. I don't know how they let that man fall to the damn Patriots. Because he's going to be that's why we have to shore up our interior lineman. Because he's going to be a problem. I'm telling you right now, man, he's going to be a problem. So we must shore up the interior line. Mitch Morse, get it together. You've been bullied this last year, man. Push back all day, man. Great pass rusher. Great protector. But when it comes to run game and open up a hole for us, boy, you getting bullied all day. I really hope that you get it together this year. Man. Because it's not going to be good. You took the pay cut. Because chances are they probably would have said, yo, man, you might be on your way home. Fine, I'll take a pay cut. And he did. But Christian Barmore is going to be a damn problem, man. Then they brought, oh my God, this makes me sick. Then they brought in Ronnie Perkins. Y'all already know how I feel about Ronnie Perkins, man. Ronnie Perkins is that dude. Man. Ronnie Perkins, Christian Barmore. Ooh, wait. Not cool. Not cool. That's going to be a problem, man. I'm going to tell you right now, man. Chase Winovich is going to be on one side. Ronnie Perkins maybe on the other. Christian Barmore pushing the middle. Hightower back there. Gotcha. Yo, these Patriots are not a joke. The Patriots are not a joke. I know y'all are saying, I'm not worried about it. They got Cam Newton. You don't think Cam Newton is motivated as ever to not produce what he did last year? They got better receivers this year, fellas. Not really. Nelson Aguilar. They got the two tight ends that came in. Yo, they're gonna be better. They're gonna be better. Man. I'm looking at the rest of their team right now. Joshua Bledsoe, safety out of Missouri, good player, very good player. So those are the three that stand out to me. Patriots will be a solid team. let's move over to the Jets. The Jets did very well. If y'all are saying, man, F the Jets, I get it. We hate the Jets. We do. But the Jets did extremely well. Man, oh man. Let me pull up what the Jets did in terms of offseason, what they did in let me bring that over here. What they did in the offseason and what they did in the draft. The draft, they did a hell of a job in the draft. They did a hell of a job. But these Patriots are not to be played with. Don't play with these Patriots, man. Like I said, Jimmy Shore knows, man. Gottschalk was given $8 million a year. That's crazy. That's a lot of money, man. But you know how free agency goes. My man Truth to Heart says, yo, I love it though, man. All of this is because of Allen. You damn right. Our division has to stock up on the defense. That's why we went with 2 defensive linemen. Then we went with 2 offensive linemen in the trenches. You feel me? Then we gave him a special sexy pick in Stevenson. Then we went back to the defense for safety, back to the defense for corner, and then we went O-line. I would have been content with all defense this year. Seriously. Because offensively, we didn't miss a beat. We brought everybody back. And we have 1 more year of experience coming into guys that needed it. But I think I'm looking at this draft again, man. I'm giving it, instead of a B-, solid B. It's a solid B. Maybe B+, but I'm going to keep it at a B. I'll take the minus off. So I'm looking at these Jets and what they brought in. On the top of my head, I'm trying to figure out who they brought in as free agents. I know they re-signed. They're trying to work on a contract with Marcus May. They got Ashton Davis as the other safety, good player. They got in. Who did they bring in? The receiver from the Titans, Corey Davis. They signed Tevin Coleman. They signed Sheldon Rankin to go on the defensive line alongside Quinnen Williams. Oh, I didn't realize that they signed Tyler Kroft. Good for him. Good for Tyler Kroft. LaMarcus Joyner joins them. Keenan Cole signed a 1-year deal. That's a good receiver right there. Jared Davis, linebacker, 1-year deal. Corey Davis signed a 3-year deal, $37 million. Carl Lawson's going over there. Okay, I see what you're all doing. Carl Lawson's a good player. The Bills were linked. I mean, from the fan standpoint, we're linked to Carl Lawson, potentially coming to the Bills. Justin Hardy. I mean, who the hell is Justin Hardy? But that's a 3-year, $6 million. Good enough that they like him. So that's who they brought in as a free agent. So that's already a good little free agency. Tevin Coleman, you already know what I'm talking about. So look, somebody just said Quinn Williams just had an injury. Shit, don't forget CJ Mosley. Yeah, man. I forgot about CJ Mosley, man. CJ Mosley coming back because he opted out last year. Yo, these Jets with a better coach. Nothing to play with, man. Welcome to the AFC East, man. They used to laugh at us in the AFC East. Now, not so much now. This is a dog league, and if they freaking bring Deshaun Watson to this AFC East, I'm gonna be upset. But CJ Mosley is nothing to play with. So now let's go take a look at this Jets draft and what they did, because I know they brought some good players in, but we're about to find out how they looked. So the Jets apparently received very good marks for their offseason and their draft. So let's take a look at what they did. So first things first, who did they bring on? So, they're getting A's across the board. Alexander McLean, what's going on, man? I see you, fam. I see you, man. So looking at this draft from the Jets, let's see what they got. So first things first, they took Zach Wilson, right? Zach Wilson out of BYU. Is that BYU? Yeah, he's out of BYU. Apparently, they were all over this guy's nuts. All over his nutsack when he was doing his pro day. Look at Zach Wilson. He just threw the ball. Get out of here, man. He threw a football like Kellen Mond threw a damn good football. So did Justin Fields. Stop it. Get out of here with that. So look what they did. They went, golly, how many picks they have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yo, they had 12 picks? What? Check this out. Zach Wilson, number 1. Then it went Elijah Vera Tucker, guard. Nasty. You got Mekhi Becton, Now you have Elijah Vera Tucker, and I think they had another lineman that they brought in that they're very happy with. Yo, that should be a decent line. Then they went with receiver Elijah Moore. So check this out. Corey Davis, Elijah Moore. They got Crowder, which is a good receiver. Fam, that's going to be an interesting receiving core, man. Then they brought Michael Carter, the running back, Michael Carter, beast. So Michael Carter, Tevin Coleman. Watch out for these Jets, boy. Watch out for these Jets. Yo, check this out. Then they brought in Jamin Sherwood. I had Jamin Sherwood, and we met with Jamin Sherwood for the Bills. So Bills were looking at 6'2", 220. So who knows what they're going to be doing with Jamin Sherwood, but that is a good pick with Jamin Sherwood. So you know he's going to be a prominent player on that team, right? Then they go with Michael Carter, cornerback out of Duke. Then they bring in Hamza, safety out of Florida, which dropped all the way to the 6th round, which is what? That's craziness to me. Yo, these Jets are not to be played with. These Jets are not to be played with, man. I was upset when they got Sherwood. Yo, my man Kendall, I agree with you, Kendall. When they got Jamin Sherwood, man, I was like, damn, man. I was looking forward to Jamin being on the team. But these Jets could put something together. We cannot take our 6-0 in the AFC last year's sweep for granted. Like we're going to do it again. These boys are playing, and they don't got dumbass Adam Gase at head coach. They got a damn good head coach that guys will play for. The same way that guys play for McDermott, they play for Robert Saleh. They play for Flores. They play for Belichick. Yo, this division, though, not a game. Not a game. Whew. The Jets. In about 2 to 3 years, man. Yo, that AFC East is going to be nasty. Nasty AFC East. Yo, let's go to the Dolphins, man. Last but not least, let's go to the Dolphins. What do the Dolphins do that should have us worried? Because I asked you guys like a week ago, should we be worried about these teams right before the draft? Right? Because I knew the Dolphins were going to pose a problem. Kevin, on the other hand, wasn't feeling the Dolphins picks. He loved the first one. But he wasn't about that life when they started picking guys that they felt they weren't about that life. I don't get it. I don't know why he's up in arms. But to me, I thought they were great. I thought they did pretty well. Number 1, Jalen Waddle out of Alabama. Come on, man. So they got look at the receivers they're gonna have in Miami. They got Jaquan. What's my man's name? Little Jaquan. You guys catch what I'm saying? I can't think of his last name right now. So they got Jaquan Grant. Joaquin Grant. They got Joaquin Grant. They got Preston Williams. They got what's my man? They got Jalen Waddle. They just brought in Jalen Waddle. They got Gesicki. And then on top of that, they got Parker, Devontae Parker. Dude, can you tell what they're doing? Copycat asses. Giving Tua all the weapons in the world. Because they saw Will Fuller, for crying out loud. I forgot about Will Fuller and Will Fuller. Whoo-wee. Dolphins, though? Tua has no excuses, man. Tua, you got no excuses. Your team is loaded at receiver, and you got a tight end. Loaded at receivers, man. Yo, Jimmy Shore knows the deal, man. Jimmy Shore goes, yo, they got Devontae Parker, Will Fuller, they got Waddell, and they got Gesicki. Yo, we're going to have our hands full. That's why I was sitting there saying, why didn't we grab a corner? We could have grabbed a corner early. Melifonwu would have been nice. But we decided to go elsewhere. I'm happy with the picks that we got, but golly, that cornerback spot, is it going to hurt us? That is the question. But man, oh man, these Dolphins, they got a receiver. Let's keep it going. So they got Jalen Phillips right after at the 18th pick. Jalen Phillips, we all know, is a monster. Monster. Great defensive line. Will get after the quarterback. Will stop the run. Will do all the things that he needs to do. Here's the deal, though. He's got injuries. He's got injury history. His mental potentially may not be there. Who knows? That's a big old question mark. That's a chance they took on a guy that's got high upside and will be fantastic, or he's out of the league in 3 years because of injuries, or he's not there and he's not made. But I doubt it. You always wish for the best for these guys. He'll be good. we're going to have our hands full. Good thing we got a left tackle and a right tackle. Golly. Let's move on. Then they brought in the Canadian, Javon Holland. You got to respect the Canadians, right? We got to rep for the Canadians, man. Javon Holland, safety. Kevin lost his shit. He was losing it. If you guys haven't seen it yet, go back to the day 2 of the draft. Day 2 of the draft, and fast forward to when the Dolphins are picking, and watch Kevin's reaction. Priceless. Just like last year. You guys will like it. And we duped him. We told him that he had another. We gave him a better corner. Oh man, look, you drafted. I think it was Morig. You drafted Morig, and he was like, "Oh man." I was like, "Oh, hold on a second, bad. You got Javon Holland." He lost it. Did not want anything to do with it. And no, I'm not sorry, Kevin. Fuck you, Kevin. Okay, and your Dolphins. Hug them all. So they bring in Javon Holland. Then they bring in Liam Eichenberg. Immediate starter. So, like, he's crying about his team not being, they had a hell of a draft, man. Then you bring in Hunter Long from Boston College. And then the rest of them are just whoever. Garrett Dokes, I don't know who these guys are. But the Dolphins, man, don't play. Do not play. So, folks, who said Melifon was garbage? Don't do that, man. Syracuse is bad. I'm not even from your area. I'm not even from Syracuse in the Buffalo area. I'm from Canada, man. I don't got no bias in that. I just see what I see. But man, oh man, the AFC East is no joke, folks. No joke. So guess what? Buckle up. These guys need to come with it, man. And as much as I want to see players develop, and I really want to see them develop, and I really want to see them have the time, but part of me is going to be like, get that guy on the field now because we drafted him. Get him in there. I'm hoping that we see that. But man, it's going to be interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be interesting. So, folks, that's my time. We had a steady show tonight. 330 people. We topped up to about 350. Salute. I appreciate the love, man. I really do. By the way, I want to announce winners. Winners from from the draft class. From the draft that we had on the weekend. We had several people come in, and we added like 20 new members. So Dave is going to give it. I think Dave is giving away 2, maybe 3 purchases in the BF fan shop. We added 4 new members, excuse me. So we had 1 from the Bing Squad and 1 from the chat. And then we did another night. So be on the lookout. We are going to announce the winners in the community chat. In the YouTube page. So just go to the community and it'll be in there. We'll name the winners, and you'll email us and give us your information, and then we will get you the sweaters that you guys desire. All right. So the winners will be sent and put in the community chat. So folks, that is my time. I appreciate y'all, man. Listen, we got a show tomorrow with Z-Bot. It's going to be me and Z-Bot tomorrow. We are tuned in. I got to go to bed early so I can come back in here and chop it up with my man Z-Bot. We're going to recap the draft. We're going to recap the month that was, and we'll go from there, man. Somebody said, Rico, update from the CFL draft. You fool, man. And you know what? I should mess around with the CFL more, but I fuck with my Bills too much, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. You guys have been great. I got time on my hands. I got to go mess around with this new device, and if I can get that thing rocking, I'm gonna try to get that thing rocking. But listen, before you get out of here, man, smash that like button for your boy. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We have officially reached 19,000 subscribers. Let's go! 19,000 subscribers on the YouTube page, man, and that's all because of y'all. Because y'all tuning in, man, and you're telling your friends we're at 19,000, man. Let's get to 1,000 more. 1,000 more people, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna do a big giveaway. I don't know what, but we're gonna do a big, huge giveaway. So let's tell your friends, tell your family, subscribe. If you got another email, throw that thing in there, man. Let's get that thing to 1,000 subscribers, man, and let's get the thing popping, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. You guys have yourself a great night. Be kind to one another, man. And make sure that you check up on people that you have not been checking up on, because these are the times where people need people. You know what I'm saying? So reach out, say what's up, catch up with them, and do all that good stuff, man. And then we'll go from there. So, folks, you guys have yourself a great night. And until next time, it's your boy. And I'm gone. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Buffalo Fanatics proudly brings to you. Oh, I don't want to get my wrestling bag, but y'all know what it is.